Hi everyone, Wolf Branch Homestead out here with our goat friends. They're grazing out here in the grass, and we're not doing any walks just because we have encountered some snakes here recently. So we're just going to be safe and stick right here in the yard. Yes, hi Yusuke. But, you know, we've kind of been away from our regular content here lately. I haven't posted too many live streams or videos or anything. And what I have posted has been about our cattle dog that passed away last year. Yes, I know. You guys are being so sweet today. And Kuwabara came over here right beside me, staying with me. He and Yusuke are pretty intuitive. They pick up really well on like your feelings. It seems like they're pretty smart goats. But we posted a lot because it has been, to be quite honest, a little bit crippling of not wanting to post a lot because it has felt so difficult. It's felt kind of sad. We'll have a video coming out tomorrow about our puppy dog, talking about what she kind of meant to me and things like that. Yusuke, he's just right here. Yeah, buddy, I know. Your little feet. But she meant a lot to me. And so I kind of have a video for tomorrow when it's the actual 1 year since we lost her. But I wanted to make this today. Hopefully the mosquitoes won't give me too much trouble. They are out in full force. That and the horseflies are all around where the goats are, and we've got some yellow jackets flying around. I haven't seen a nest of them so far this year, so we've been pretty lucky. But I wanted to make this video in advance because I recently found a group, I'd say about a week or two ago, called, I think it is Honoring Our Animals. And I don't know much about it. Again, I'm kind of newer to it, but it seems to be a page where they post a lot in regards to how we deal with grief in losing an animal companion. I grew up in an environment where basically all of my family, they had animals, but it was, they don't have feelings, they don't have memory, they don't have emotion. If you cry or have a grief about losing your animal, you're being selfish, you're trying to get attention. And for me, the environment that I grew up in, I did grieve my animals so much, and I still do get so upset about it, because to me, those were my friends, that was my family. You can have animal companions that treat you more like family and treat you with more love and respect than actual biological family. And so for me, I spent a lot of time with my animals, and I get very attached to them. My childhood cat, for instance, I did everything with him. I loved him so much, and losing him was very, very difficult. But I haven't felt that extreme of a, I wouldn't say pain, but more of like a hard depression in loss. I haven't felt that basically since then, to the point that it's been like this, where it has been, you know, I haven't posted a lot because it has just been honestly depressing. And when you get like that, you just don't want to do much. And it's mainly because I don't want to bring others down, if that makes sense. So when I say all this, the whole point of this video is not to be depressing. It is to be honest about how I've been feeling about losing my dog friend, but also to talk about some lessons learned from her. So it hit a lot harder, as you'll hear in tomorrow's video, you know, if you feel like watching that. It hit harder for me because I do love all my animals the same, but we also build different relationships. And for her versus my other dogs, we ended up being a lot closer because she had such similar characteristics and emotions that we were pretty similar to each other. And I'm just, hopefully it's kind of just a ramble like when we walk and everything. So I'm got this facing down right now just because I am kind of watching the goats but talking at the same time. So it hit a lot harder because I was very close to her. And she'd been there for a lot of different things in our life. So having that companion that I was seeing every day that had been involved in so much, it was very difficult. But the group that I found, the Honoring Our Animals, they talk a lot about not only validation of grief, where, again, you can have an environment where people say, oh, you shouldn't feel like that, it's just an animal. And I ended up finding this whole community of people that felt the same way I did, that really did cherish their animal friends and feel that pain in losing them. And it's hard to describe unless you've actually been in that scenario and you've felt that for yourself. See if we can go see this pretty butterfly over here. I just saw it. Thought you were right over here. Oh, you're just flying around. I'm not going to be able to catch you. You're too quick today. We've got a few little butterflies and some moths out. But not only that validation of feeling that way, but they also post exercises and prompts about your experiences with your animal's life and losing them, lessons you learn. And I think one of the most impactful things that I've actually seen on there recently was a few days ago they asked the question, essentially saying, in 6 words, how would you describe the most impactful lesson that your soul animal imparted on you? The way you munch grass is so distracting because it's just cute. He definitely helps a lot because he's still my connection to her, where she helped to raise him. And he's so sweet like her, honestly. It's just, it's not the same level as having a puppy dog, but there's still that connection from them being together. So it's like a part of her still is everywhere. But they asked the question basically saying, how would you use 6 words to describe the most meaningful lesson? And for her, she was definitely my soulmate dog, my heart dog. And I thought about it for quite a while, and I realized that one of the biggest lessons I had to learn from her, in the 6 words I put it, love yourself like I loved you. Which is very deep to think about for a lot of different reasons. People all over, like no matter what background you come from, somebody's got some kind of trauma. Somebody has something in their life that has really impacted them made it difficult rather. Sorry, I'm watching Botan. She's off in the distance browsing, and she was dealing with a horsefly. But we all have some sort of difficulty. And for many people like myself, to be 100% honest, I carry a lot of self-critique, and I have self-esteem issues where I will just be pretty hard on myself. And yet, no matter my background, my upbringing, my past, like what I did, no matter how I felt, she still looked at me with just this pure love. Animals are so trusting, loving, forgiving, and realizing that she looked at me so purely like that, with such respect and love, it's difficult to think about because you're so hard on yourself, and yet this animal looks at you because you're their whole world. And so I try to take a step back every day now and say that to myself, that that's what I think her biggest lesson would have been. And I hope that in sharing that and reflecting on it, that maybe it helps somebody else too. To your animal, you know, you're basically their whole world. They trust you for everything. You take care of them and feed them. You monitor their health. You spend time with them. And in turn, they can show you such love for that. So if you ever feel hard on yourself and you feel depressed, you feel like you're not doing a good job or something like that, just take a look at your animal friend. See how they react with you. Do something fun with them and see the appreciation and the love in their expression. And even if you don't have an animal companion right now, you can still see that kind of love if you go and spend time and take care, volunteer with shelter animals. Some rescue animals have been through so much, it's hard to get them to open up. But there's others where you just spending time with them, taking them on a walk, you know, they're so appreciative. You skate. What you do, buddy? The mosquitoes are out. Goodness. But, you know, I learned a lot of lessons from her, and you'll hear that in the video for tomorrow. But I wanted to share that one because after I made that video, that prompt came up. And it was very, very important to me, very valuable, for that I realized how much she loved me and looked at me with just this beautiful expression, this, I don't even know how to describe it. And I realized that if she could look at me and have that love, then I was capable of learning from that. And at least even in the smallest bit, taking care of myself and loving myself in the same way. And that's why also this video is difficult to make, but I have a calm kind of voice because I also have been using this past couple of weeks to reflect. And I've been pretty sad, but I look and I'm like, I don't think she would want me to feel that way. I don't think she'd want me to feel sad. I think that if I was feeling down, she'd come up and probably nuzzle me. And she'd probably want to go run in the woods and play with her goat friends. Or she'd be ready to go on a nice long walk. Maybe she'd want to go look for rats in the building and see if she could flush out a gopher rat. I definitely know she would have wanted to hang out with you guys. She was a little bit skittish with Kuwabara because he got fixed actually after she'd passed away. So he was a little bit rowdy to start with, so she kind of kept her distance from him. But Botan she absolutely loved. And again, in saying this, just to kind of summarize it, they show us love in different ways. Hi. Different to how, you know, we might see it in humans, but they still have love. They still look at us and just really enjoy being with us. Oh, now the horsefly has transferred to me, guys. Goodness. But no matter what you've been through, no matter what kind of hurt you might carry around, try to work on loving yourself. Think about your animal friends, whether it's one that you have now or one from your past, and think about the relationship you had with one another. Think how they treated you and reflect on the love they showed you and try to use that to show yourself a little bit of care. Again, this is something I'm saying out of personal experience that I struggle with, having that self-esteem and being more confident about myself and trying to be positive. And so I'm learning as I go from her lessons, and it means a lot. And I hope that in sharing that, I know it's just a little ramble today. It's warm, it's humid out, mosquitoes and yellow jackets everywhere. But hopefully somebody might listen, at least one person, and think about that. And whenever you feel a little bit down, you're being hard on yourself, think about an animal that you bonded really well with or that you have now, and think about how they love you, and try to show that care to yourself. And whenever we can, if I do actually get a way to edit anything, I'll try to put together some videos of her one day. I can't really do that right now, but I will try to share some pictures and maybe make a little short and just show her over the years. Because I'm still trying to figure out how to do it, how to go about it. But I do want in some way for her memory, her spirit, her lessons imparted, I want those to carry on and be able to positively impact others and their animals. I haven't figured out how to do that, but hopefully at least some of these rambles might help. Again, she was here for so much with us. I didn't get a lot of early pictures of her, but when we, as society has kind of evolved and we've gotten to the point where, basically everybody's phone has a camera on it, I've taken a lot more pictures towards the end. So I've got a lot of pictures of her, especially when she was older. So I'll do what I can to try to share how special she was. But again, hopefully this lesson that she, in her whole lifetime, taught me, hopefully it'll help somebody else. And again, she is still a part of everything here. She impacted all of us, and she was a part of not only building so many things, but raising lots of animals. And so little Yusuke is definitely a big help. And whenever the weather cools down and some of the brush and everything dies back in the fall and the winter time, then we'll go back on our long walks, and that'll definitely be helpful, because I used to love going out in the woods with her. She loved to just run around, run down the trails. She had this silly little run where her feet would kind of sway together when she ran. And so we'll walk down the same trails that her and I walked, and let the goats enjoy that same area. And like we said one day, not right now. It's still been so difficult, and also we have so many critters already that not right now, but one day we'll welcome another rescue dog. And somehow, like you'll hear in tomorrow's video, we always have this way, it's just been that way for years now, where somehow another animal in need will come at just the right time. So I'm sure she'll send along another puppy dog in need to share that love with. It'll be different, but we'll definitely pass along that love that she had. But that's enough for our ramble today. It's been a long little talk, and one of the things I think also as far as lessons from her, is that kind of compassion that she had, we can share that with other people. The same kind of care that our animals have showed us, we can share that with other people. So, you know, in memory of her, hopefully, whatever you're going through today, just know that you can get through this. Don't feel like you're stuck and you can't get out. It's very easy to feel that way, but you know that every day is gonna be a new day. It's a new chance. So if you feel like you're stuck right now and you feel like you're just going through a difficult time and you can't climb out of it, you'll make it. Keep climbing up that mountain and eventually you will get out of that holler, if that makes any sense. You might feel stuck in the bottom right now, but just keep working and you'll make it out. We go through a lot of things, and again, like we've talked about on here, everybody goes through so much stuff in their daily life. Watching Botan, she's getting very alert to something. I just don't know what she's seeing. Might be a squirrel. They get a little bit scared of squirrels sometimes. But again, everybody has so much they deal with, especially in their personal life or things they might carry around. So hopefully here, even though it has been kind of a bittersweet topic over the past, little bit that we've been posting, as we remember our puppy dog, reflect on her. But hopefully here, you can feel maybe inspired, uplifted, you can feel at peace, because it's not anything fancy, it's not scheduled, it's not scripted, it's just being out here with the animals, working on some crafts, just kind of genuine heart to heart sometimes. So hopefully, being on the channel, it is a small little group. Every one of you is very important though, and you do matter, you do count. I'm honestly, very happy to be a small channel because we have such an awesome core group of people that watch and, comment and things like that and interact, join the live streams. So we appreciate that, and hopefully you feel welcomed here and you feel like, even though we are kind of a simple channel, hopefully it feels more welcoming for you. And again, we're going to try to use the lessons from her as we go through our videos and our live streams, and hopefully help others feel kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, I'm at a loss for words. Hopefully we can use the lessons learned from her to impact how we treat others and interact, and that hopefully we can uplift people, at least one person every time we post a video. So hopefully, whether it be us just saying, we hope you have a great day, or a little wave or something like that, hopefully you feel like you're welcomed and that, somewhere in the videos you find something you enjoy. But we've been out here with the goats for quite a while. They'll be ready to go back up. I'm glad they've been staying in the shade for the most part. Yusuke's, where's he at? There he is. He's over there. And there's so much around. I'm just kind of keeping it pointed down. But he's been staying in the shade, so that's a good thing. And it's funny because right where we're at, she used to like running around in the grass out here. And there's a video of how to call your cattle dog, and she came running right here and ran up to the goat barn. And kind of where Yusuke is right now, they would hang out, and then he and the older rescue cat we had, they would hang out together. So all of our animal friends we love, they still got places you can close your eyes and picture them at. So another thing also is, even if you've lost an animal friend, you're not alone in feeling how you do about them. And it's not that you'll ever forget them. It's not even that it gets easier. It's more that you'll learn to reflect and channel your emotions and learn from your experiences with your animal friend. And hopefully, if you are feeling sad about it, that you'll reflect on a happy time, something goofy, something silly. Again, one of my favorite things is with Puppy Dog, if I ever get a little bit sad, I think about her. She loved being out in the grass like this, and she would use the grass to scratch her back. She'd lay on her back and she'd twist her body around and scratch her back in the grass, kick her feet. It was just the most hilarious thing. And whenever I need a little goofy thought to laugh and think about her, that's definitely what I think about. But we're gonna call this a day. We'll have a video for tomorrow, and I'll definitely try to dig up some pictures and make a little short. I've got all of my pictures put up on jump drives and things like that, so I'll have to get those out and try to upload some and make something and share some pictures you haven't seen ever. I didn't, post too many videos of her, unfortunately. But we'll try to. We'll try to go through some of the older videos and maybe upload some fun ones of her. But that's it for today. We hope you're having a great day whenever you're watching this. Maybe you're watching the same day it comes out. Maybe it's afterward. But hopefully you're having a good day. And if it hasn't been feeling too good, we're sure hoping that it improves for you and that things get better. And give it a chance. You'll get through it. It might not feel like it, but it'll get better. And if it has been a good day for you, well, we're super happy for you. We're happy that you're having a good day. And hopefully you'll share that positivity with somebody else and help them have a good day as well. And as always, until our next video or live stream, we hope that you'll take care until then, and we appreciate you watching with us. We're thankful for you, whether you're subscribed or not, whether this is your first video or your 100th watching. We appreciate it so much. And again, it's not even for our benefit of anything. It's more so, hopefully, our videos at least have an impact on one person just by sharing some of the simplicity and sharing some thoughts. And hopefully, again, we're still kind of brainstorming that, but somehow I'll figure out a way for our puppy dog to have a lasting impact and make a difference. So we'll be sure to kind of share some lessons from her along the way. But again, take care for now, and we'll see you next time.